Good morning. How are we all? I've had quite a few new subscribers, so I thought I'd better put a face to the hands. So yeah, I've got a bit of a mishmash video for you today. I've had some of the swaps from the Arty Farty Annie stitchery, great little stitchery I think it's called, or something. So I've got some of those to show. The other question I got when I did that epic 2-hour video of me gel printing, which some of you watched all the way through, which I'm very impressed with. A lot of the questions were, what do you do with it afterwards? So I've made quite a few things. So yeah, I thought I'd show you those as well, just to get you inspired into, you know, what you can do with your gel prints if you want to. So I'm going to get rid of the mug, we'll get down on the desk and I'll show you what I've been up to. Back in a bit. Right, first of all, that's all the goodies. I want to share these swaps. This one was from Annie herself, which is absolutely gorgeous, Annie. That's some of that fabric from, oh gosh, those girls that do the Indian stuff. I can't remember the name. Anyway, yeah, beautiful stitching. And I love this. It's a little bit of reverse applique. I don't know how you did 50 of these. Well done you. So yeah, lovely message. Art swap's on its way apparently, or to follow, so that's fine. It's absolutely beautiful, Annie. Well done you. That's a lot of work. A lot of work. Yeah, I love the echo stitching, French knots, sequins. Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that kind of thing, you know, the reverse thing. Beautiful. Thank you, Annie. Love it. And the card as well. That's those little weird, where's mine? Those little arty squares that we did. That's my version. And that's Annie's. Is that, yeah, it looks like a decoupage napkin on there. A little bit of gold leaf. I bought some gold leaf actually. I keep forgetting to use it. So anyway, yeah, so that's those. So absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Annie. Treasure both of those. This one is from, I won't turn it over because obviously there's addresses involved. Sorry, 2 seconds, let me just check there was no address in here. No, this is from the lovely Marei, who is in the USA. That card is absolutely stunning, Marei. Isn't that beautiful? If mackerel had a white face, that would be her, because she is that chunky. Oh, that is beautiful. I might frame that. I absolutely love it. I really, really love that. Anyway, yeah, so lovely card, card and lovely words. Oh yeah, I sent her a Scrappy Cat stitchery, yeah. Okay, yep, lovely. Okay, so here's the stitchery. Here's the little hedgehog she's on about in her message there. There is so much stitching and beautifully done. I mean, that to do that echo quilting, let me just get it a little bit closer. To do that takes so much patience, study. Can't see the back. Cheat. Yeah, takes a lot of very careful stitching and quite, you know, simple background really. I mean, just 1 2 3 4 pieces of fabric overlaid, one assumes, maybe just pieced. It can't really get in there. Yeah, it looks like there's a, yeah, the red piece goes to sort of there and there, and it's overlaid with the orange and then that. But that is a typical autumn scene, isn't it? Trying to make out which way the hedgehog goes. That way? I don't know. Anyway, absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, Marei. And that card is just, yeah, that might have to go in a frame. So beautiful, ladies. Thank you so, so much. I can't wait for the next one. Annie, I hope you do organise another one. This has been such fun. And seeing everybody's creations and what they've made. I mean, you know, not one of them's been the same. So yeah, and I'm totally addicted to making these little things, so I'm gonna have another go at those. So that's the stitchery thing out of the way. Right, thank you ladies, very very kind. Okay, what do you do with your gel prints? Well, if you're like me, you'll end up with thousands. So let's start with the paper. What I do with the paper. So I make these little board books. I mean, you know, you've seen these before. I actually did a video of me making them, and they are gel printed on 300 GSM mixed media card. And yeah, I make them into booklets for people to scribble and collage, create, doodle, whatever you want on them, basically. I make up a collaged front cover, inky papers on the background, that kind of thing. I just do the back page black because yeah, that's just what I do. So, and the idea is that you go in, you know, with your pens and highlight designs and stuff like that. So I'll just quickly show you these. So we've got Mr. Fox, slightly different. Some of the prints are similar. Oh, I need to repair that back page. You can tell they're handmade. Need to repair that one. Right, I'll put that to the side. Gold. Yeah, anyway, let's just do the pictures on the front. So they usually talk to somebody, each design. They have the Tim Holtz tape on the side. I do love that stuff. And the flamingo. And them. I'll put them in, what's it called? Ko-fi again. This time I'll make more, because I had to cancel some orders because somebody bought 3 and somebody else tried to buy the same 3 and it was a mess. I don't know what happened on Ko-fi there. So anyway, I'll put Foxy on the front because he needs to be repaired. Right, so that's one thing you can do with it. The other thing is I made this sort of wrap journal thing. This is the scrappy, I can't remember, what did you call it, Annie? Scrappy squares, where you do the scrappy stitching. So I had loads of these made, but I couldn't think what to do with them, I'll be honest with you. And I'd done a piece just in straight lines. So what I did was, by machine, I stitched the straight bits, just trying to make sure I didn't fall out, the straight bits to the other bits, and inside I've used a piece of my gel printed fabric. You'd have seen me make that, and it's just like a little travel-y art journal-y type thing. This comes off for your pens and that to go into, and then you can, you know, you can fold that back and lean on your lap and draw and do stuff, whatever you like to do. Not my idea. I will link the lady that gave me the idea to make these. But yeah, so that's one way I've used the fabric on the inside of this one. Thought it made quite a nice contrast, but also kind of matched up to the outside. Plenty of growing room. It does fold normally when it's behaving itself. There. Yeah, so that's one thing that I did with it. And obviously I've used the gel printed fabric for the just push that down, it stays, for the tie as well, and then just a couple of dangles. So that's one thing. Another thing is the classic bags. Okay, I make little pen pouches, whatever you can use whatever you want really. Yeah, and then I've got loads of these lacy edge zips, which are really easy because they just stitch on the outside. You haven't got to faff around. Just some stitching on there, but again, another piece of gel printed fabric. This was the one with the Pebbles bath mat. Yeah, so like that one. I'll put that there because I've just realised I forgot to sew the lining. This is another one that I made. This one's more floppier. It's not as stiff as the one. That wasn't stiff, but it was structured, if you like. So again, one of the lacy edge zips, and all gel printed fabric on the outside. I did add on some stenciling with black acrylic paint mixed with a bit of that that golden fluid, GAC 900. Just to add a bit more decoration on that because it was a bit blah, and I just lined it with some rather snazzy silver stars. I think pick up the, anyway, they're shiny stars on there, and yeah, I put little fabric tabs on, and that's that one. Makes a really nice pencil case, whatever you want to do with it case. So that's one of the other fabrics. This is a kind of work in progress. It's going to be the same as this. So I've used the gel printed fabric on the outside, zigzagged and stitched it all around just to stick it. There's card inside, in between, and then one of my gel prints in the middle. So that's going to be, as I say, it's going to be one of those, but sort of like a TN version, Traveller's Notebook size version. I don't feel it needs, does it? I'm just thinking, does it need a focal point? I might do on this one actually. I didn't on this one because the fabrics just speak for themselves. It didn't need anything, to be fair. I didn't think anyway. That's, you know, that's as is. And I've got another one, work in progress here. I say I will link to the lady. I can't for the life of me think what she's called right now. But I put a link to her tutorial on how to make these. Was it Spirit of Nature Art or something? I don't know. I'll put I'll either put a title in here or I'll link her in my description box below. But you know, this was a run-off page, and this was a print taken from that smaller gel print. But you know, these run-off pages and the bits that you use as scrap, I mean, you know, that's going to be a lovely little wraparound journal thing when it's stuck together properly, of course. So yeah, so that's that. The other thing that I'm planning on doing is going through my gel prints. I've got some brooch backs, which, you know, you can just stick an image on there. I'm going to have a go. I'm going to go through my gel prints and pick out some nice ones to make brooches. I've also got this UV resin, which I haven't tried yet actually. So I'm going to resin the front of those. And then, sorry, crinkle factor, let me just take it out. Take that away from the microphone, otherwise it's really loud. I've also got, I found these. I didn't even know I had these, so it's very interesting going through my stuff sometimes. Obviously keyring blanks. I don't know if you can see it actually because it's see-through. So again, I think, you know, I'm going to cut a nice piece of gel, maybe make a little mini collage in there, and yeah, do some key rings. You know, honestly, the sky's the limit. If it's fabric based, you know, you can sew anything with it. You can make a wall hanging. You can use it as a piece of slow stitch. Yeah, and you know, even these little card things, you know, you can easily turn those into you know, your gel prints into little focal points for your cards. The words aren't coming today, obviously. So yeah, so I've got a load here ready to, let me just stick this. Concentrate on one thing at a time, Susan. Right. Yeah, sorry. I'll get there in a second. Oh dear Lord, I can't actually see what I'm doing. Right, there we are. Yeah, I'm going to make a load of those little arty things. I love that idea. I mean, even if you stick them in your junk journals, you know, you can, they make a really nice little addition to your junk journals. So I'm going to line that one with fabric. This one was spectacular. I love that. Total grunge. So again, I'm just going to leave it as is. Just line it with a bit of card. And this one double-sided. Might leave that quite, yeah, I might think of something else for those actually, because I don't want to cover up the inside. So they might just make really nice journal inserts. I feel the need for another junk journal made completely from gel prints. That, yeah, those three. That I don't mind lining. See, I love that. I might turn that the other way actually and line the other side, because that's very restful. Yeah, anyway, lots of ideas to play with. So that's kind of what I do. There are thousands of other people out there that do gel prints who probably make even more amazing things out of their gel prints. Is that everything? Yes, I've done the stitchery stuff. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.